wrestling fans and especially one fall wrestling fans joining me at this time. He is Mr. 25, the Big Cannoli, Calabria's favorite son, leader of El Cartelo Grillo and the Crusade, no matter what somebody else says.
Screw you, Hunter.
He is Rosario Grillo.
What's up, man? Thank you for what an introduction. You may have to be part of the crew from now on. That was beautiful.
I, I'll have my people talk to your people,
Hey, that's one. Listen, Italians always got people.
right? Everybody's got a little Italian in them too.
So they say.
But it is great to finally have you on. We have had a couple chats in between there. Good to have you on. Of course, we are going to get into what you're doing this weekend. But first, what's been going on in Grillo world?
Oh, Grillo World has been a nonstop 25-hour, 8-day-a-week roller coaster ride lately, and I am tired. As you can see by this beautiful backdrop, I am not in my normal location with my Power Rangers behind me. I am at a beautiful hotel in Fresno, California, with magnificent scenery. Uh, I got here a few hours ago after driving from LA. We had Revolution over the weekend, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
out here since the Tuesday before when we were in, I want to say, San Jose for Dynamite. Just a string of great shows. I mean, Revolution was insane. Uh, the
Really
sold out.
was.
Listen, I don't. That's not the crypto area. I don't care what anyone says. It's a Staples Center. I grew up with
Staples.
Kobe, Shaq. It's the Staples Center. Sold out Staples Center, absolutely roaring. From the pre-show to the main event, that place was insane. Show days are pretty busy, so I usually don't get time to go out and take a look. But there was two matches. I went out for the first one, which was my boys, my family, my brothers, my guys, the infantry, Sean Dean and Carly Bravo,
Yep.
against my coach, QT Marshall, and AJ from Big Boom, baby. Boom, five big
Oh, yeah.
booms. What a match that was to start. And then to finish, I got to go out and see MJF and Hangman. When
Ooh,
I say every single person in that building was on their feet, going crazy, not a person was sitting down. Every single person in the sold out Staples Center were on their feet for that match. Insane. Insane. And here we are. We're in Fresno. We got another great dynamite tomorrow.
that's that's just incredible, and that's one of the things that I said about that particular main event over the weekend is you expected that kind of performance in that style match from one of them, and a lot of people didn't think the other one had it in him. And I said, "Oh, he does. He just
Oh,
waits
yeah.
and showcases it when he has to. He is 100%. He'll do what he's got to do.
Oh, yeah. Every time. Every time to keep the triple B.
Absolutely. Which is not a spoiler alert at this point because by now you should know who won. Everybody. But we're here to talk about your busy weekend coming up, as
Oh,
you will
yeah.
be not far from where I sit right now in Rome, Georgia, as One Fall Wrestling will visit the friendly confines of Rome, the hotbed that Rome used to be and is starting to become again. And not
Over
only is
at
it the
the
Rumble in
Foreign River
Rome,
Center. The Foreign
yes,
River Center, baby.
I think it's another one that changed names too. That's why I couldn't blanked on the name of it there. But it is called the Rumble in Rome, and I think it's going to be nothing short of that. Before we get into your match, I'm just going to kind of run over the card real quick.
Oh, I got him
If you
right
got
here with me,
anything,
too.
if you got anything to add, please do because this is nuts. This is one of the most star-studded things I have seen in a long time,
This
and
is
I go to a
a
lot of shows.
this is a pay-per-view caliber lineup. And as I was taking notes and writing everything down to make sure I didn't forget, I was like, oh my God, there's this match, and then this match, and this match. And I was getting more and more excited the more I wrote it
Hmm.
out. So please go ahead and start.
Oh yeah, let's start. I'll start up at the top. It's always fun when you go to one show and somebody else's belt is on the line because that's something you don't normally see. We get to see the MLP Canadian Women's Championship Fatal Four Way as the current champion Giselle Shaw. She's been all over TV. You guys know who she is. Brooke Havoc, big time. Same with her as well. Robin Renegade and Hyena Hera. I'm not sure that you can fit the four of them in a ring with all that they bring to the ring.
Those four, I'm going to be halfway looking out the curtain there in that match because I know most of those girls in that match. I trained with Brooke. She was in, Class 1. Shout out Class 1, Nightmare Factory OGs.
Hmm.
Robin is one of the hardest hitting people I know in wrestling. Not hardest hitting women. No, 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 no. One of the hardest hitting wrestlers in wrestling, Robin Renegade.
Yep.
If she chops you, your lungs will come out your back and you will be permanently scarred for about a month.
Mm.
She's one of the toughest SOBs there are. Giselle, I mean, there's what can you say about her? She's held the title for so long, just absolutely crushing everybody in her
Yep.
path. Hyena, another Nightmare Factory OG, who has just been on a tirade recently. She's been all over the place at Southern Honor. She's been killing it at One Fall as usual. Listen, I gotta stay with my OGs, Brooke Havoc, baby. I gotta go Brooke Havoc. If you don't stay with the family, what are you doing?
I can't lie. That's probably my pick for that match too. And I'm considering wearing a helmet for that match. I don't care where I end up in the arena at that point. I may even find a small corner somewhere to make sure that I am safe. Because I tell people I'm not a wrestler. I try to avoid the contact. There's a reason why I like to write stories. But that one
I'm
is
gonna have
going
to
to get
stretch.
wild.
I'm gonna have to stretch to watch their
Right. I think everybody should. We should just, the
match.
pre show, everybody should have to get up and, do a couple, kind of get the blood flowing and make sure you're ready for this one. To stay right there with the women too, the one fall women's championship. Yep, she didn't get a night off. Nope, Remy Reed's going to be against Angelica Risk, the female superstar of the year according to Georgia wrestling history. And if you didn't know that already, it means you haven't seen her recently. And she rightly should show that off and tell everybody. She absolutely deserves that, and she's going to bring everything she has to take on Remy Reed.
Oh yeah, and listen, let's not sell Remy Reed short. She was up for Rookie of the Year. She was the only
Mm-hmm.
female up in that category.
Correct.
She has killed it since she had the title. She was the inaugural One Fall Women's Champion. She's held it since then. But damn, is there anyone hotter than Angelica Risk right now? I mean, she's been killing it from Ring of Honor to One Fall to everywhere across Georgia. I think we may see a new champion come Saturday. I think it's the time. I think finally it's going to happen.
I think outside of the crazy weather we've had here in Georgia recently, I think you can feel something else in the air, and I think it's a title change right there. I agree with you.
What's going on? Yeah, speaking of that, I've been gone for a week and I've just been getting updates. It snowed yesterday.
It did. Why?
It was 80 degrees to start the day. Excuse me while I'm fitting around. It's absolutely freezing in my hotel room.
That's one good thing about owning the studio is we can control the thermostat.
Oh, no, I controlled it and I put it down to snowing. And then I forgot about it. And then now I'm like, oh, I'm in shorts and a tank top. I'm just freezing.
And
Back to
shout out to the amazing hoodie you just put on there.
listen. The Jets don't have a lot of cool things going for them, but Gotham City football is one of my favorite things that they have. Any merch that they have that has Gotham City on it, I'm all over it.
Yep, this house is a half Batman, half Joker house, so we are all Gotham City.
My father is a very big Batman fan, and we also are big DC guys. Not only because of AEW. Shout out cousin Frank Grillo plays Rick Flag Senior in Peacemaker and Superman. So we're big DC
Wow,
family.
nice. Well, speaking of other superheroes, as we get further into it, we go to the One Fall Breakout Championship, where it's like Nick says on the Tapped Out show. You can name the award after Barry Morales, and he is one of the most underrated, underappreciated guys ever, and he's the One Fall Breakout Champion. He's got to go against not one, not two, but three people who could take it from him in Lee Johnson, Shoot Taylor, and Adam Priest. All those guys, TV ready guys. It's ridiculous that he never gets a night off.
No, he does not, and honestly, I don't even know if he needs it or would want one. That's just
That's
again the
true.
type of champion he is, and he just like Remy, he was the inaugural breakout champion, won it at the Summer Stage show at
Hmm?
Center Stage last July, and he's been tearing it up. I've been trying to get it from him. I couldn't get my hands on the belt. I've wrestled most of these guys in the ring. Talk about another hard hitting match. I mean, again, Lee Johnson and Adam Priest protect your chest because those guys will chop you to your minced meat. Um, just bruisers, all of them. And this may be the most Jeopardy Vari's title has ever been in, I would say.
Yeah.
But there's one thing he always does, and he always finds a way to win. He always finds a way to pull it out. As much as it's not the champion's advantage, he's always finding a way. I think you still got to go with the champion.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that for sure. He's hung on to it all this time for some reason. And I will go ahead and say this disclaimer, folks: get your snack early and be in your seat. You're not going to want to leave your seat for any of this going on, especially this match. There's going to be so much stuff going on. You don't want to miss it.
We've only talked about 3 matches so far.
Yeah.
That's enough to like those are 3 main events.
Oh yeah. If any of the TV companies, the big TV companies, were to say this was their card and it cost us $50 to see it, I okay, that's
It's
easily a
almost a
pay per view
bargain.
show. Yeah,
And guess what? It don't even cost that much to come see it. It costs way less than that. You can bring your whole family for that price.
you sure can.
OneFWLive.com. Get your tickets. They'll redirect you.
That's the easiest way. I would tell you the other part, but it's way more complicated. Go with the easy way.
OneFWLive.com.
Absolutely. Uh, and speaking of just a match that I want to see where this one goes, because not only do we get a special guest referee and country music star Michael Ray, who, come to
I was
find
hoping
out,
you would
comes
be.
from wrestling royalty. His dad used to be a wrestler back in the day, was like a paramedic, called his move the DOA and everything. I thought that was fantastic. I
That's
have to dig
amazing.
more into him. But he is the referee who's got to try to keep Paul Walterhauser, award-winning actor Paul Walterhauser, who I actually just saw over the weekend in another show, against JEFF, JARRETT, Jeff Jarrett in a tables match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if it's not nailed down, these two are going to find a way to use it.
I am I don't even know how to explain how excited I am for this. I absolutely love Double J first and foremost. He is the freaking man, and I love me some Paul Walterhauser, another family friend. I can't say enough good things about Paul. There's a lot of people who will always give people who come from Hollywood or other backgrounds and
Mm-hmm.
come into wrestling, and they always think like, "Oh, this guy he's only here for the spotlight and the paycheck." Paul grinds, grinds between his family and his acting and his wrestling. He takes wrestling as serious as he takes anything else, and it shows by being in a freaking tables match with Double J. Like that is we're only 4 matches into the card.
Right. And we're not even to the main event, nor
I mean,
nor nor the cage match, because I consider yours the main event because I think it's going to steal the show. And that's not because you're sitting here. I've been saying that since it was announced. Now, of course, given recent events, I'm not sure how you feel about the sudden um, face turn of a particular person you're on another show with, but Jack Jameson and the Frat House are going to be facing um, Smart Mark Sterling and the Verdict. This kind of came out of nowhere. Apparently, they got into it over I think a table tennis game or something was going on. I never heard the exact story, but I mean that was
Pop.
announced out of nowhere. There's 6 more big superstars that are going to be in the ring.
Yeah, listen, we've talked about it on Tapped Out Show. Sometimes friends fight, okay? So
Right.
listen, they went their way. Maybe we'll meet each other again. I still love the frat house. I'm still trying to get in. They kind of screwed me in that one Ring of Honor match where they kind of threw me to the wolves and I lost, but I shouldn't have lost
Yeah.
but that's besides the point. I love
Yeah.
me some frat house. I love me some Jack Jameson. It was a game of beer pong. The boys were
Beer
just
pong. Okay.
kind of hanging out, partying, and Smart Mark had to come in and try to be the fun police. And he thought that he was gonna challenge Big Preston Vance, that he wasn't gonna make this ridiculous off the ceiling, off the wall, off the door, off the ceiling, off Cole's head into the first cup. He picked the easiest cup. What a freaking doofus! I mean,
Hey,
come on,
you never pick the front one.
never. That's the easiest cup, and
Yeah.
and now he's paid for it.
Yep. Oh, he's going to pay for it.
Oh, I can't wait to see him take a nice old squat party.
That's worth buying a ticket for just by itself. I promise you guys. Um, Speaking of a match that I don't know if this has ever happened before or not, but the ageless wonder that is Jay Lethal, arguably one of the best wrestlers of all time. I got to put him in that category just from everything he's done and how many times he has carried multiple companies on his back with everything he could do. Takes on somebody who might be that guy in a couple years in Elijah Drago, who if somebody said build, go on your video game, create the perfect superstar, what would they look like? He probably looks a lot like Drago.
Hey, listen, I agree with 99% of what you said, except for star in a few years, because that big old Ukrainian son of a bitch is a star
He's
now.
a star.
When
Yep.
when he walks, I almost get mad when I see him do stuff because it's like you're making it in a lab. You're not supposed to be that freak of an athlete.
No.
Like I think if he jumped from the apron, I think he could just go right over the top rope, just hop. I think that's how good of hops he has. He is a freak. This match has been brewing for months and months and months and months and months. I feel like this match should be in a cage just from how much they're going to beat the holy hell out of each other. But
Yeah.
also, you know what? They may just steal the show just with, like you said, Jay is one of the best. And I think Elijah is one of the best there is in Georgia right now. And if he were to get on a bigger scale, he'd be one of the best in the world. Uh, this is going to be awesome. Like you said, I can't believe we're just gonna keep going. And I'm looking at what we have left to talk about, and
Yeah.
it's to be at Jay Lethal's match and be like, hey, this is great. But then guess what? We also have this. And like you said, Jay
Yep.
is one of the best. I've had even though losing to him costing me the breakout championship, I've had the privilege of working with him a few times. Like you said, it's an honor to be in the ring with him.
Absolutely. Uh, just so I don't forget it, for anybody that we don't mention here in a minute, they're probably going to be in the over the top battle royal. My personal favorite in that one because I heard he is a part of it, and I've ran across this guy. I keep my distance because he seems to even take it out on his friends sometimes. Rome's own the Warden is going to be in that over the top battle. We're not going to say those words, because I
I didn't say
we
anything.
no no you yep, yeah. It's it's one of those things you don't say out loud, but we're pretty sure it's accurate. But
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a class one OG. Shout out Nightmare Factory, but he's a one.
pretty pretty sure he has his own jacket in certain places he goes. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, and I don't. I have somehow managed to stay clear of him all this time, and I'm going to keep on doing that.
You
I
need
like
to.
my neck where it is.
Yeah, not short enough already. I don't need it any. But yeah, there's gonna be an over the top battle royal. Um, Before we get into the co-main and the main, QT Marshall, who I have said is very underrated, one of the best workers I have ever seen in a ring, is going to go against a guy who might just be one of the hottest pro wrestlers out right now. And whatever way you want to use hottest is probably accurate. He seems to be popular with everybody. Andrade El Idolo. I got to see this guy live at a Mucha Lucha event in Atlanta, and
hmm
that place was unglued for Andrade. He is
When was
beyond
that?
megastar. That was
Was that in 2021?
no, this was like last year or so.
Oh,
It was
okay,
within the last. He was when he was in between companies the first time.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, in between companies the first time. I think before he was heading back to Connecticut. I think is when this was. It was just a random one off, and man, he is a megastar, and he is one of the nicest people you can meet.
Yeah. Uh, Listen, you said we got a couple other matches, co and main event. This is my main event. I forget my match for a second. This is the main event. This is QT show. There's
Yeah,
undoubtedly, if we've said it so many times on the Tapped In show, if Carly Bravo counts as a Georgia wrestler, he's number one. If QT Marshall counted as a Georgia wrestler, he is by far the number one wrestler in the state of Georgia.
Yeah,
And
I would agree.
our Andrade, he had one of my all-time top three favorite matches of all time. Him and Johnny in Philly a long time ago, back in the black and gold era.
Yep.
All-time favorite match. I think Andrade may be one of the best in-ring competitors in the world, not just
Oh yeah.
AEW, in the world. And I believe QT is one of the best in the world. I've seen him wrestle every size and creed of people you could possibly wrestle. And every single one of them had their best match with him because he is
Yep.
truly one of the best. So I think this is going to be the best match. This is going to be the main event. Everyone's going to get blown away by every single match. But I think the come out of this is going to be holy hell. I can't believe we just got to see QT and Andrade after all we got to see.
Right. I mean, I'll be honest. I have half a notion that this may start the show. I don't know anything. It would not surprise me if they opened with a banger like that.
Oh, I mean, it would be the best opening match of all time. Like if
Yeah.
they opened, everyone else would be screwed because that match would be so good. And again, I don't know what anything is going to be. You got to show
Nope.
up. You got to show up at the Forum River Center on Saturday, March 21st, the day after the big Cannoli's birthday, and find out 1FWLive.com. You don't know what's going to be. You don't know who's going to show up. We talked about the Battle Royal. They haven't even
Yeah.
announced everyone. You have literally no idea who's going to be in that.
You really don't. And I was going to get to it just here shortly, but a happy early birthday to you. And of course, your birthday present will be that amazing match in Rome. Um, let's talk war games first because I want to save yours for last. War games. People who don't know war games, and I got to correct some people that I heard. I'm not going to call out who it was because this is not a derogatory way to call you out. The guy who invented war games was Dusty Rhodes. So that should tell you how whacked out this whole idea is. But basically, you have a team of 4 to 5 people. You start with two. After a handful of minutes, there was a draw or there was a match, however they want to determine it, and one comes out. So you have a 2-on-1, then you have a 2-on-2, and you keep going until all competitors are in the ring, and then the match starts. Then it starts. And you are in a giant cage that you cannot get out of, and then it's just war. And the first pinfall or submission, or if somebody just straight up says, I'm out, then it ends. This thing is just going to be brutal. One side, you get former one fall champion because video is out now. It is Brady Booker. It is going to be the other ageless wonder that is Billy Gunn.
Literally,
I have
literally.
no idea how he gets better every day.
Billy, every time I see him, I'm just like, if I could look half this good when I'm that age, if I could look a quarter of this good when I'm that age, I would have had the best life of all time.
Yeah, whatever the worst day of his career or life is, if I can be half of that, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But then we get to see one of his, I'm going to call them kids because they're one of my favorite tag teams from the Gun Club. Austin Gunn's going to be there.
Guns up.
And then another legacy in Brock Anderson, along with Arn Anderson's going to be on the outside there as well. I mean, that's a ridiculous team. And who are they going to face? Well, they're going to face. Where is it? Where is it?
I have it right
They're going
here.
to
I
face.
have it ready,
They're
baby.
going to
The
face
tag team of
the
the
Georgia
year.
Tag Team of the Year because this guy announced it. That's why you get to keep things. The Superstars of Jimmy Wild, Nikki Eight, and Tommy Mars. I mean, think anybody's having a better last calendar year than them? They're not.
No.
Not at all. Not because they just won that award, not because I got to announce them, because it's not about me, but they are just tearing everything up. And then how would you how would you possibly make that trio any better? How about we had the current
Yep.
heavyweight champion at one fall, one Brady Pierce.
First and foremost, we're going to talk about superstars. We're talking about Nikki Eight. Brother, is he the biggest? He made. There's only one person who can rival. There's two people who rival Billy Gunn in one fall. There's Elijah
Mm-hmm.
Drago, and now maybe Nikki Eight, because that son of a gun is on he is just massive. He
I
is
mean,
looking great on the comeback.
he's so yoked. We might as well call him Nikki 16.
I like it. This
He's
match,
probably going to use
when it
that
was
too.
announced, I was I was like, wow, I wish I was in that match. And then I thought about all the chaos that is going to come from that match. And I was like, wow, I am so happy Cartelo Grillo is not in this match.
Yes.
Because, first of all, I think we would just lose Hayden. My poor boy. He would just die. He's just a kid.
Yeah, probably. He'd just
Oh,
be under the ring somewhere or something. And
Jason would have so many lawsuits coming out of it, too.
yeah, it'd keep the lawyer busy for a while, wouldn't it? Would for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna let those guys handle it. I mean, you mentioned it. Arn Anderson on the outside. He has seen everything. He's been through everything,
He's been
and
in
you
these
have the
before.
experience of exactly. And so you have that, and then you have the wisdom. You have the absolute incredible stability of Daddy Ass. You have the experience of a former champion in AEW in Austin Gunn, and you have the experience of the former one fall champion Brady Booker. I mean, that's I love my superstars. I do. I love them.
Oh
I
yeah.
love them. I mean, technically, the Cartel of we're not going to go into details, but hey, superstars. We love them. I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go with Billy. Billy and the boys. I know we love them. We love them, but I gotta go. I gotta go with Billy. When you have someone like
Yeah.
Arn Anderson, who, if you go to 1FWLive.com, you can get the meet and greet, which starts at 6 p.m. for Arn and Brock.
Yep.
1FWLive.com starts at 6 p.m. You gotta go with them. I don't know what you think.
I mean, for people who don't know, Arn lived in Rome. That's basically his hometown,
Mm-hmm.
which is why it's such a homecoming for all this. I think that's where the
Yeah.
idea all came from. But yeah, the experience. He's been in these before. If I'm going to war with anybody, I want Billy Gunn on my side, or I'm going to be on his side. However, that needs to work. I don't see how the superstars and the one FW champion and Brady Pierce are gonna be able to find a way to beat the people across from them. I agree. It's got to be Team Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, that's gonna be. Oh, I can't wait for Saturday. Oh my God.
And then we've been dancing around this other match. That let's talk about the other side because
Okay. Okay. Okay.
we're obligated. We have to talk about both sides. They get equal fair treatment to a point. Um, there's Orange Cassidy. We know him. We've seen him. Harley Cameron. I gotta give her flowers that I don't think anybody is any more improved than probably the last year and a half or so of Harley Cameron.
Listen, the big canola is going to take a sidestep for a second, and we're just going to talk straight.
Yeah.
Has she not? I mean, has she not been not like one of the best things in wrestling? Not
Yes.
only for her wrestling, but the amount of talent that she has
Hmm.
that you could fill a room with 20 people and they probably all don't have as many skills and talents as she has combined. And it's
Hmm.
not like she's like, oh yeah, she's like, oh, she's good at that, or like she's okay at that. Like, no,
No.
she's great at that, and then she's great at this, and then she's great at that, and then she could also
Hmm.
wrestle, and she was also the inaugural women's AEW tag team champion, and she
Yep.
also like it's just every time you see her do something, your mind is blown, but then you're also like, that actually doesn't surprise me in the same
Right.
regard because she can do so much. And then Orange Cassidy, how fortunate are we to be able to live in an age where we get to do a one fall show and we get to have someone like Orange Cassidy
Yes.
come and be there. It's unbelievable. This is just a testament to everything QT has built with one fall. Uh, Again, I said it in his acceptance speech. He doesn't have to do anything that he does. He doesn't have to do any of this stuff. He's quite literally one of the busiest men in the world, one of the busiest jobs.
Oh yeah.
He's wrestling nonstop. He doesn't have to do what he does for us. He doesn't have to give his students and the wrestlers of Georgia and all
Mm.
over, in the fans, the opportunity to participate and watch and be just a part of this huge family. So to be able to go through all these names on this list and to talk about it at an indie show and not be talking
Yeah.
about an AEW show or another show like that, like it's almost One Fall's become. We've said it before. It's almost like a pseudo indie. It's gone past the level of an independent
Yeah.
with
I
with
agree.
just the production and the amount of time he puts in. So to have to have those guys, that's great. Now, tag the big
Okay.
canole is back in. The biggest opportunity of the big cannole's career. It is Mr. 25, the birthday boy himself, the future of One Fall Wrestling, Rosario Grillo. And he is tagging up with one of the hottest women in wrestling. She's been on fire. You've seen her all around. She went to Japan. She's all Thora. How the hell is
Wait,
she
wait.
calling me right now? Hold on, she's calling me right now. Yeah. No, I'm not going to go through all your names. We've already been doing this interview. You have like 20 nicknames. I'm not going to. No, I did mine though. So I did my. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to. Okay. Yeah. No, I know. I'll say that. I'm not saying that one. Okay. I'll say them all. Yeah. I'll see you on Saturday. Okay. So I'm going to go through all of her nicknames.
Yeah.
This is
Speaking
the
of
best
stretching
water in
first,
the world, Mountain Valley. Go for reacts. She is the sauce boss. I don't know how she does this. My wrist hurts. The sauce boss, the mafiosa, the Italian stallion, Crimson Capo, Muscles Marinara, her personal favorite, Michelangelo's muse,
cool.
and the one she always gets me to say, and I'm gonna say it because she hits me in the back of the head, and I got a soft spot like a toddler. My favorite wrestler, Valentina Rossi. We are going to freshly squeeze Orange Cassidy and Harley Cameron's head right in the freaking mat. It's going to be the end of the Harley and the Orange era, and it is going to be the start of a beautiful Italian Renaissance.
I hope Harley and Orange Cassidy bring their life preservers because um, there's a big river in Rome, and I believe they're going to be seeing a lot of fish right after that match.
Oh, yeah. Hey, all Valentina has to do is hit the swimming with the fishes, and we're 1, 2, 3, see you, sayonara. And she was very
Absolutely.
mad at me when I told her we were doing the show in Rome. She thought I meant Rome, Italy, and I understand
Oh,
the misconception. However, if we do win, Big Canole's here in the winter's purse is pretty nice. Might have to take a family vacay over to Rome.
absolutely. I mean, you have to. I mean, and if it'll make her feel better, Rome was it's a sister city of Rome, Italy. It was named after that, and in the best way to honor such a great city as Rome, Italy.
I'm going to try and sell it to her, but I don't think it's going to go. We've been preparing for this match for months. We had our match against Harley and QT back in LaGrange not too long ago. We
Mm-hmm.
absolutely killed it. What a debut. I don't know if you saw the pictures, but we looked like a freaking chicken parm coming out of the oven. Just absolutely beautiful. And the Big Canole has been on a big diet, so much so we might have to change the name. I've been talking to Carly Bravo about this. You might have to go from the big cannoli to the big beefy 5 layer lasagna. I mean, the guy's just looking huge right now. I've been waiting for this opportunity to show everyone what Grillo and Valentina could do. And what better opportunity than Harley Cameron and Orange Cassidy, Rome, Georgia, Forum River Center, the day after the Big Canole's birthday, Saturday, March 21st, 7 p.m.
Go ahead and flex again. That was
Yeah, you
you
don't
have
got to
been.
take me twice. Look at
I mean,
that.
look at that. That
We're
is
just
the lasagna may be correct. That is 5 layers of Italian beatdown right there.
it's Mike's secret shake.
It definitely is. But that I mean,
Little
folks,
space jam.
that's the card. That's the card for Saturday. That's
Uh,
every one of those is a main event anywhere else.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Every single one of those people are main eventers. Every single one of those matches are main events. And there is only one place, one fall that you can find it
Exactly.
all.
I do like that. There's only one fall in every one of those. There's no like match that seems like it's going to go forever. You're going to
I
wish
feel
these
like
all
it would.
fight forever.
I feel like it would go against company policy if we have more than one fall.
Possibly so. Need to look
We'd
at
have to change to
the
two
mission
fall
statement.
wrestling. We'd have to do a whole new show called Two Fall Wrestling.
Two fall wrestling. I'll go ahead and put it out there. Somebody out there is going to try that. Please don't. It's going to be terrible. Don't.
Yeah, I never said all my ideas were great
Yeah. I always tell people the first idea is free.
ones.
But yeah, 7 p.m. bell time, 6 p.m. if you're going to the meet and greet to meet the Andersons. OneFallWrestling.com takes you right. The link takes you right to where the seats were. Last time I looked, there were great seats still available. It is selling very quickly. You get one very quickly.
That
But
it may
I mean,
be the
my goodness,
biggest. It's going to rival Summer Stage. It may be our biggest show that we've done to date. And Summer Stage was an insane show, and to surpass those numbers would be incredible.
Georgia Wrestling History show of the year summer.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was.
yep.
Who do I talk to about not being overall performer of the year? Who do I send my complaints to? By the way, I got a few of
Um, we'll talk after the show.
them. Listen, I'm okay. We got feud of the year. I'm okay. I came away with one. I'm not a loser.
No, and you were part of Summer Stage, right?
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
Listen, Cano's a little selfish. I like the name, and I like the name. You know.
exactly. But I got to get a little bit into something else too, because when I put it out there on the socials that I was going to get to bring in such a great guest to add some more class to this show finally after all the co-hosts that I have here. Um, it's
Keep flattering
actually
me, and I have to keep coming on.
the open invite. The door is there. The key is under the mat. Uh, can't guarantee there's anything good in the fridge outside of a cannoli, but we only have good ones here. We've had that
I'm
discussion
in.
before. Don't mind the fur balls; they'll be your friends.
Okay, I got three of them myself.
I have two staring at me right now.
I wish. I
Um,
miss them so much. I can't wait to go home and beat them up.
it is actually your work at Southern Fried as the leader of
Mm-hmm.
just not. I didn't say the leader as the leader of the Crusade, where you and Pat Roach, friend of the show, Pat Roach, Joey Hyder, Christian Taylor, Kat Spencer. Uh, Somebody took offense to me calling you the leader of the Crusade, and I actually have to side on your side, not because you're sitting in front of me, because that guy's been on this show too, but Hunter James
Yeah.
seemed to take some sort of offense or slight at that. Kind of want to fill people in on that.
Look, Hunter, Hunter. I know you're a little sour because we turned our back on you, but this was the plan all along. You got too focused and involved in Hunter James, and you forgot the mission. We lost our tag titles. We never got a shot back. We lost Dom. That ruined everything. He took your title from you that I tried to protect by bringing in Christian Taylor, and then you flipped out on me and got me suspended from Southern Fried. All because I was trying to help the Crusade. I was trying to carry out your mission. And once it was clear that it was only about your mission, light bulb. So I called my buddy Pat Roach and we put this all together. I would play, I'd play the fence, I'd play both sides. Oh no, guys, what did we do to Hunter? What did you do since I'm like, I don't give a shit. We had this going the whole time. I was sending Pat how to videos. You want to get mad because I took you out? Fine. You want to get mad because I took your little daddy out? That's fine too. No matter what you say, no matter how many people you get to turn on us and go with you, I have always said the crusade will be forever. And this is my crusade now. And it will be forever. So go ahead with your likes and your comments and talk about how I'm not the leader and you're this and you're that. Go sell your stupid book because once I put your head in the mat, that's the only thing you're going to have. No more wrestling, just a failed book and a failed wrestling career, just like your daddy.
Here you go. Strong words for you there, Hunter. This is the wrestling business. So, if your dad's going to show up, you got to know he's going to have a target on his back, not just because he's a former wrestler, but because he's your dad. And two, if you're going to get in the comments about somebody being a guest star on the show, he's going to get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, listen, and I'm going to get a chance to put my size 12 boot through your skull into the mat one more time and get rid of Hunter James altogether. You got a little tag match this Saturday? That's great. You're not going to make it out. Or maybe you will. Maybe I'll call Joey and I'll call Christian and I'll say, hey, leave some skin on the bones for the Canole. leave a little something for me to take care of. So when you're laying there wondering why they had the advantage, why did they take me out? Because I want to look you in the eyes when I put you down for good, Hunter, and I will finally move on. I will get all the gold that we lost back. I will do everything to keep Miss Canole's title with her. And there will be nothing you or any of the boys in the back can do to stop this crusade. Sorry, we
There
were
you
having a
go,
good
folks.
time. We were having a good time. Sorry.
Right. But I say, folks, if you're anywhere near the Southern Fried area when they're having a show, if that's not enough reason to show up, I don't know what is. You should already be going anyway.
You should be already going. I mean, listen, you don't know how long you're going to see the Canole in the Southern Fried Ring. You don't know how long you're going to see the Canole in the Georgia Ring. I mean, maybe the last few matches you see. You never know. Yeah, I could be here for like 10 years. I could be here for another 10 matches. Get your
Yep,
Canole in while you can.
absolutely. And enjoy him now. I mean, he's already. I mean, we already said how busy he is. He's so busy. He actually spent all day with that painting behind him. I mean, that's a great job. I had no idea you were an artist. You even had time to let it dry and put it up there. And the hotel is going to probably like it so much they leave it up.
All while driving here from LA, you know? That's what they got
Yeah.
those automated cars for. I was just doing one of these. Oh, grab the wheel, a little bit of that.
Well, LA traffic, you had plenty of time.
Oh yeah, there the first 10 minutes of my drive, I could have walked faster.
Probably so.
Yeah, the damn traffic. I don't know how people do it. I don't know people how live there. It blows my mind.
And they complain about Atlanta traffic, and I was like, "Oh, don't worry, somebody's worse."
I absolutely cannot stand Atlanta traffic, and I always say many cuss words while I'm in traffic, and then I come to LA and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather be sitting in Atlanta traffic right now.
Hmm. At least it moved.
Dude, oh my God. Thankfully, my time in LA wasn't that bad. I didn't hit anything too out of the ordinary for LA traffic. It was nothing where I was like, this is the worst traffic ever. But even some, I went to see family last night, and a 30-minute drive took an hour. And there was no accidents. There
Nope.
was no road work. It was just people didn't know how to drive in the left lane, going 15 under. What are you doing? Get over. Sorry, we're at a whole
Right.
nother topic for a whole nother. That's a
Yep.
whole nother
Yep.
podcast.
And plus, the reason I think why it went better is everybody knew the big canal was right there beside them, so they easily moved out of the way and said, "You know what? You got it. You take this."
Plus, I had a giant Ford Expedition. That thing's like driving a tank. So they had no choice but to get out of the way.
That's one of those. Tell us you're really from Georgia without telling us you're from Georgia, and it's you're in LA traffic in a Ford Expedition.
Listen,
But
the Canole's got a driving style.
right, got to drive it style. You got to have enough for all your gear, all your people. You know that's a great
Oh,
vehicle.
exactly.
But Rosario Grillo, it has been fantastic getting to chop it up and have the big canal, Mr. 25, on here. I feel like that number is going to get smaller in possibly in the next list. I wouldn't know, or maybe I would, but it has been fantastic having you on. I know you are super busy and need to do a lot more things out there before you get here later this week. But any parting words for the fans about your Saturday match with Valentino Rossi when you guys take down Harley Cameron and Orange Cassidy?
Yeah, first and foremost, one, thank you for having me on. I know this it's a little late for you on the East Coast. Sorry about that. But I appreciate you being cool and helping with the big Cano's busy schedule and still having me on. I appreciate it. I always love getting to come on and talk about my friends and enemies in wrestling. I will do that. I've said it many times. I will gladly do it all the time. That's why I get to do it on Tapped In, because I love talking my talk so much.
Yep.
Yeah, this Saturday, guys, we said it enough. We said it so many times, and I'm going to keep saying it. 1FWLive.com. Get your tickets for the Rumble in Rome. We spent an hour going over the show, and it is the best matches that you will probably see all year. I preview, it's probably going to be up for show of the year come December. So if you want to be present, because we won last year and probably win again this year, if you want to be present at the show of the year, 1FWLive.com. The VIP packages are sold out, but you can still get your tickets. You can still meet Arn and Brock. And then, not going to look too far ahead, 5 whole days later, in the
Yep.
Knowles town of McDonough, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, you think, oh my God, Rome, Rumble in Rome, they're going to take so much time off. There's no way they're going to have another big show. 5 whole days later, McDonough, Georgia, we are back. And not just us. No, no, no. The devil returns. There he goes. The devil returns to Georgia. The AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, the big Hebrew, comes back to One Fall Wrestling. And he has issued an open challenge to anyone in that locker room. Anyone. Maybe the big Canole answers. Maybe KJ answers. Maybe Hayden. Maybe the whole cartel answers. The only way to know for sure is March 26th. Get your tickets, onefwlive.com. Come see your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, everybody's favorite prick, Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Absolutely. There is nobody who fits that any better. And maybe he'll hire you to start doing his intros because I think you more than laid everything out. If you've never met MJF or have no idea who we're talking about, first off, you had to have just arrived from Neptune or something. And
In his
secondly,
own words, you're either blind, dumb, deaf, or been living under a rock if you don't know who MJF is.
exactly, absolutely. Well, it has been fantastic. I'm going to let you on to your night. We appreciate you being on. You are welcome back anytime at
Oh,
all.
thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. Please follow me, Rosario Grillo _, on Instagram and ProWrestlingTees.com/Grillo. You can get all your shirts. I guarantee you, I have the cheapest shirts in all of professional wrestling. You can get this and 10 other shirts for $14. And I'm pretty sure they have a 20% off sale going on for March Madness, either today or in the coming days. You can get your Big Cannoli shirts for, I am not kidding you, $11 before shipping. That's insane. That is in $11. You can get a ticket to One Fall and you can get a t-shirt from the Big Canole for an Andrew Jackson.
Yeah,
What a deal.
literally,
And
literally.
hey, for the Big Canole's birthday, buy a few shirts. Help me out. I don't make anything off this shirt. I make a whole penny off the shirts. I just want them all out there. I want everyone to know about the Big Canole.
You just want to see a sea of canola.
Oh my God, that sounds like a dream I had the other night. It was awesome. They all
I
had
think I had
chocolate
the same
chips.
dream. Absolutely. Has to have the chocolate chips. That's a different discussion, though. Different day. Like I said, fantastic having you on. We are going to let you on down the road, and we will see all of you down the road on the next edition of Strong Style. I'm Jeremy the Impact York. He's Rosario Grillo. We will see you guys next time. Deuces, gooses. Go watch wrestling.